Hello, crew. How is everybody today? I hope you're having an awesome day. Whatever day it is for you. Business. Let's talk about business pages. There are huge and major changes coming for a business page. So if you are here wanting to learn how to build a business online, or you in general just want to learn how to build a business online successfully, whether you are doing that organically or with paid advertising, either way, it's really, really important for you to concentrate on your business page. We got hints and inklings of things last year at Facebook's annual sort of conference. Mark Zuckerberg told us that, profiles, personal profiles are going to sort of be tightened a bit and become more private. So it's going to be harder to have full public content, which you can now from a personal profile, because business pages is where it's at. Business pages are going to get a lot more options, a lot more features. So if you're not there, if you're not building it, you are going to be missing out. Now, what I want to do on this video is just give you a few little things to concentrate on sort of a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis on your business page. I'm not announcing sort of major changes and that here because Mark Zuckerberg is hinting at it again and what the wave of change is going to be in 2020, but we don't know specifics yet, but it is coming. He's said it's coming. Gurus are saying it's coming. So business pages sort of now where you need to play, where you need to concentrate, and don't get caught up with the way of thinking, well, when I go live or I post on my personal profile, I get so much more interaction and engagement than when I post on my business page. When I post on my business page, I hear crickets. I get nothing. So I'd rather go live over there than over here because I get more interaction and engagement over there. Let's just put that in perspective for a second. You've probably had your personal profile for years. It could even be 10 years or the 15 years that Facebook has been around plus. You've probably had your personal profile forever and people have been on it for a long time and they know you. So naturally, when people know, like, and trust you, they're going to engage with you more. You start up a business page, you've had it for 3 months, 6 months, maybe even 12 months, and there's not much happening over there. You can't compare, guys. You just can't compare. But what's going to happen moving forward is you're not going to be allowed to do some things on your personal profile that you do now. And all the emphasis is going to go to business pages. So you want to start now. You want to improve your presence, your interaction, and your engagement on your business page now, because it does not happen overnight. You got to work that algorithm, but you've got to earn it. We can't sit on social media, whack up a business page and just think, I'm here, everybody come and find me. My perfect prospects come and find me. I'm doing lives 3 times a week. I'm posting every day, but I'm hearing crickets. It could be possible that you're just doing the action. You're not really building a sense of community. You're not tuned into your brand or what you want that to be. You haven't got valuable content going out there. Like, we need to put a lot more thought into our business pages to earn fans and followers. They don't just pop up and go, oh, she looks good or he looks good. We've got to earn fans and followers. So it might be that you need to pay a little bit more attention to your business page than you have in the past. Would that be a fair call, guys? Have you started a business page, not done much with it, and sort of wondering, well, I don't get much engagement over there, so, I stopped posting, or, somebody over here is doing really well and they're doing that. They're not doing this. So I'll do that instead of this because they're doing really well and I'm not. But fact is, they've got a bigger network. They've got, people that already know, like, and trust them. Like, you've got to be really, really careful of the comparison game as well with personal profiles and business pages and stuff like that. But the way that social media is moving forward, the emphasis that Mark Zuckerberg is putting on things regarding exposure, interaction, engagement, where you're going to get, more emphasis of things, it's business pages. Okay, so I'm going to run through some things that if you're not already thinking about them, you should be thinking about them on your business page. Okay, so I'll go through that in a sec. For anybody that is new here, please let us know that you are new so our online crew here can welcome you to our amazing community. We have entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, network marketers, those in MLM, direct selling, all of the above. And what we do here is talk about strategies to build your business online with modern strategies so people are attracted to you. They want to know what you're doing. They want to ask you about your business, and you truly attract people to you. We don't want to convince anybody to join us in our businesses. We don't want to convince anybody to buy anything off us because, one, they don't become a repeat buyer, or two, they're the first person to cause you grief when something goes wrong. We want people to put up their hand, be intrigued about what it is that you have to offer, and come to their own conclusion. What are they doing? I'm curious. And you attract them to you, that they ask, what do you do? Or, they have a question about, what it is that you have to offer. That's what we're striving for here. When we push our stuff on people, we repel. People don't want to have stuff pushed on them. They want to come to their own conclusion that they want to buy something. Like, you don't want, that used car salesman sort of thing. You walk into a car yard and the guy jumps on you straight away, like, can I help you? And you feel like strangled and they're pushing themselves on you straight away. You just want to walk into that car yard and have a little look around and be curious and then ask questions when you're ready. So think of social media the same way. You don't want to push your stuff on people on social media, although you have the opportunity to do that. It doesn't serve you. It really doesn't. We want to truly attract people to us. So, but it's complicated. And just when you think you've got things right, something changes. And Mark Zuckerberg, if you don't know who he is, he owns Facebook, created Facebook. He makes changes all the time. So just when you think you're getting it right, something comes along that completely changed the goalpost. So you need to keep on top of this kind of stuff because you can sit on social media and do posts and lives and all the rest of it. And if you're not really keeping on top of what works and what doesn't work, you can spend a lot of time not getting much gain or benefit from it. So you have to be a little bit smarter, learn a few skills, and make sure your business page is working for you and not against you. Okay. So let's say hello to a few people before I get into the tips for you. We got Susan. Wow, it just keeps changing. Yes, it does. Thank goodness for you, Helen. We need someone to keep us up to date. That's what I'm here for. Thank you so much. No worries. Yes, we're very thankful for Helen. The best investment decision I made thus far for joining and becoming a lifetime, that would be of my online crew coaching community. The knowledge is invaluable. Thank you very much. I don't even know who to thank. So if you're coming up like that Facebook user, I'm broadcasting in two different places. My business page, which is completely public, I can see who you are. If it comes up like that and it says Facebook user, it means that you're watching from my group, my free group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. Anybody can join that group. But because it's a group, unless you give StreamYard permission for me to see you, which is the very bottom link up above in the description, then I can't see your profile. So just click on that link above that says StreamYard. I just can't get this straight today. It's like I'm drunk or something. And I'm not, guys. I'm not. I just can't. Just bear with the tilt. I can't get it right today. So we can see who you are. Who else? We've got Heather. Me too, Helen. You've helped us so much. How can I ever thank you? Oh, you just did. So that speaks volumes. Thank you very much. And we've got, Sabalvaro. Oh, Rosa. I think you've got your names around the background. Rosa's much more easy to say. So welcome, Rosa. Hello, Patricia. We've got Mel, Olive. Happy weekend indeed. Good morning. So once again, just give StreamYard permission for me to see you, who you are there. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Matt. Good to see you guys on. Hello, Laurie. We've got Joyce. Good to see you on live, Joyce. Teresa. Oh, I'm cutting out. Am I cutting out for anyone else? Just let me know. That would be handy in the comments if I'm cutting out from my end or whether it's just Teresa's end. We've got Cindy here, Karen. I've refreshed several times. Oh, breaking up. What is going on? You are blurry and not smoothly talking. Okay, I can't see that. Oh, Mel said it's all clear now. Okay, I'm just watching the comments here. Am I clear now, guys, or am I still breaking up? Or Edith said I'm loud and clear. Hi, Marcella, how are you? Susan said I'm fine on her. And so hopefully I'm fine and the replays are working okay. Debbie said it looks good on her and all clear now, not anymore. Okay, cool. So I'm not sure what that was about, but it seems that majority of people it's fine for now. So I'll keep moving on. So welcome to everybody that's watching, and thank you for all your comments and letting me know that. And I'll go back. Esther said it's fine, can hear fine. So I think we're all good now. Okay. So let's go into some of the tips. Now, hopefully some of these are not new to you, but some of them you might want to think about sort of fine tuning for you and your business page, okay? So the very first one, I harp on it all the time. Some of you are just getting this into sort of gear now. And the very first thing you need to do with your business page before you do anything, put a lot of content on it, whatever, is to establish your brand. So hopefully you know that the whole purpose of you going online is to establish you, not your company. Your page, your business page isn't about your company. It's all about you. That's what just, is the difference. The difference is you. Everybody's offering the same stuff in your company. What's different? It's you. So you, Inc., your brand, what do you stand for? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to teach people? What problems do you want to resolve for people? Sort out your brand. If you don't know what that is, then get some help with that. We've just started my branding course this week, so I'm working with a whole group of people for 4 weeks on establishing their brand. I'm also giving you guys in my coaching community. So if you're not aware of this, guys, I put a video and a post, and you need to go and look at Unit 20 in the coaching community. All the details are there of next week's bootcamp. It's a reviews bootcamp. I'm spending 3 days reviewing your work. That could be your brand, your page, your Facebook ads, your likes campaign, a post, ad copy, whatever it is. I'm there for you to review your work. You just need to be in my coaching community to get access to that. I don't think I put a link up above for that. So you can go to my website, helenmartinonline.com. There's a link to my coaching community there. But you need to get on the schedule, guys. Those of you that are in my coaching community, you need to get your name on the schedule and tell me what you want to be reviewed. That may be your brand. Those of you in the branding course, we're going a lot deeper in the next 4 weeks. But that you need to sort that out, number one. Otherwise, you just confuse people. People don't know what you do, and you're not going to get engaged, and you're not going to create a sense of community on a business page if people don't really know what it is that you do or what you're offering. So we've got to tighten that up. Number one, absolutely critical. At the foundation, can't skip that step. Establish your brand. So there is help in the branding course or my coaching community. I've got a branding boot camp in there as well. Okay. This might sound a little bit weird to some of you, but don't treat your business page like a business page. So don't treat your business page like 100% a business page. Because your business and all business posts and business content, seriously, guys, it's boring. It took my mentor 5 months to get that through my thick head. It's like, where are you, Helen? Where's your personality? What do you like doing? What are you doing on the weekend? I don't see anything of you. It's all marketing and social media and stuff like that. It's boring. People are not showing up necessarily for all of that. They're showing up for you. So where are you? And so I'd post a couple of things and then I'd forget again for a few weeks, and she'd be on my back again. Helen, where are you? Nobody cares about the marketing stuff. It's you delivering the message. You're the one building the brand. Where are you? So although you are building a business page, the purpose of branding is it's you, guys. It's your personality. It's your smile. It's your delivery. It's your value. It's you. So although you're building a business page, don't treat it 100% like a business page, because it's just boring for people to be on a business page. People don't go searching for, oh, what boring marketing information can I look at today? They're there for you and your personality. You're the one delivering the message. So make sure you are showing up. Photographs of yourself, what you're doing. So, let me give you an example of that. Let me prove a point here. This is just crazy. Who's looked on my business page my last night, so the last 12 hours? So let me do something comparable. If it's not going to show me numbers. because they don't show us the number of likes. But to prove my point, like I put up inspirational quotes all the time because I think it's really important to put that message in front of somebody to inspire them for the day. And I get a little bit of interaction. So I might get on, someone's calling me, so I can't do that. So I'll put up an inspirational quote. I might get a few comments and a few shares and something like that. But then I put up, if you've seen it, have you seen the picture that I put up my last night? So it might be whatever in your time zone. And I've got a spider crawling over my head. And have a look at the amount of comments and the amount of people that have liked that post. Like, it's not to do with business, but I put it here on my business page. Okay, it's just me showing my wacky personality, doing something weird that I do sometimes. But I'm showing you my personality. You're getting to, know, like, and trust me for me. This is my business page. Yeah, I teach you a lot of stuff, but it's me teaching it to you. So I put a post up about this spider crawling all over my head, and you guys go nuts because it's more personable, nothing to do with business whatsoever. But it's more engaging and it's getting interaction and engagement on my business page, although it's got nothing to do with business. So we don't want to be 100% business on a business page. You also don't want to lack your business page. There are some of you that are only creating business pages because you want to advertise and you don't give it any love. You're not doing anything personal. You're not showing up. You're just sharing everybody else's content and there's no real guts to it. That doesn't build your brand. You're just cutting corners because you want to do Facebook advertising. But when I look at somebody's business page and it's just a shell, it's just circle on circle of change profile picture. I don't know who the person is. I don't know what their interests are. I don't know what they're doing. It's like, I'm not going back there again. I don't even know who they are. So don't use a business page just as a shell to do Facebook advertising. And it'll also get you in a whole lot of trouble if you get ads disapproved and stuff like that, because they'll go back to your page to check out whether you're a real person with a real business giving real value. If you're not a real person giving real business value, then there's no way you're going to get your account back up and running. Okay, so be a real person on a business page. Really, really important. I hope that makes sense. Now, I get this one. This is asked of me a lot, and you might have differing views on this, but when people reach out to me on my business page, should I thank them? If somebody likes my post and I've never come across them before, should I reach out and say, thank you for liking my post? If that happened to me, if I liked somebody's post and they sent me a message saying, thank you for liking my post, I'd be like, desperate. I like your stuff, but I don't want you to stalk me. Thank you. So it's not my thing. Some of you, it may be. Some people might have said to you, yeah, it's a good thing to do. Not my thing. Never done it. And I've never relied on it. So just my perspective. But here's what I would suggest to you to do. Okay. I would suggest that you can interact with people, but just like or comment back on their personal profiles. So here's a suggestion for you. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm boiling. I haven't even got a tissue. Can you tell? I'm actually sweating. My temperature's gone through the roof. Look at my cheeks. So I don't know what that's all about. It could just be the heat from my light and there's no air in here. So just excuse me for a second. It's really uncomfortable. So if somebody interacts on your page and you've never heard of them before or whatever, you could go to their personal profile and just like a couple of posts of theirs or comment on something of theirs and just be nice, just be a human being. So there is a difference between stalking people for interacting on your business page by thanks for liking my post, which is like, oh, that's a little bit like a used car salesman type thing. Or just seeing who it is, going back to their profile and just like a picture of theirs. Don't tell me you guys don't look at who likes at your stuff on your personal profiles. Or if somebody comments and you don't really know who they are, you'll go looking at their profile. So if somebody's willing to give you some kind of engagement and interaction, return the love, guys, if you've got the time. I don't have the time to do that anymore. But if you're just starting out and you want to get some traction on a business page and somebody takes the time to interact with you or just click the like button or the love button or something like that, then just show the love back without stalking. That way, somebody might notice you, might go, oh, Helen actually went to my profile and liked something of mine. That's pretty cool. Like, if they've bothered to give you some love. So that depends on your time, whether you've got the time to do that. But that's the difference. You can show some love back without stalking somebody. Does that make sense? Okay? Because it's, and look, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just a little bit weird. And you can do it in a more subtle way of giving some love to somebody and showing them that you're there, showing them that you're sort of looking around without sort of, just taking that little bit sort of stalkerish back. Because it just, up to you. You make your personal judgment on that. If you do it and it works well for you, to say thank you for liking my post and all that kind of stuff, and it works for you, test it and evaluate it for yourself. It's just not something I've ever done, but giving love back in a more subtle way, good thing to do when you're building your page. So if you need some traction, if you need some interaction and engagement, and you get a little bit, then give a little bit back, and they'll keep coming back because it shows that you care. It shows that you're, returning that love. Okay. When somebody does bother to comment, which is awesome, if you can get comments, interaction, engagement on your business page, and you click the reply button, it will most times tag their name, which is a good thing. You want that. Try not to reply to anybody on your business page without them being tagged. So we want the person to be tagged. You also don't want to rely on the tag for the personal touch. Now, what I mean by that, and I don't know if, Susan, stop that. I'm not going to highlight what you just said, but you could be right, but I'm not giving into that. I'm too young for that. Susan, you know what I'm talking about. Talking about women's stuff here. Anyway, distracted, Susan. Squirrel moment. Thank you very much. Where was I? Sorry, I've got to stop looking at your comments. Is when you reply to somebody, don't just rely on the tag. Use the person's name. Be personable on a business page. Don't treat it like a business page, like I said before. Be a real human being and interact like you would on a personal profile. You will notice when I reply to some of your stuff, even though you're tagged, I'll still say maybe, hi, Susan. Or like, let's say I reply to a comment of Susan's. So she's already tagged there, but I'll say, hi, Susan, that's a really good point. Thanks for that. Or, yes, I really agree, Susan. So she's already tagged, but I'll still use her name in my reply. The tag is just an automatic thing from Facebook. It's a lazy thing to rely on. When you are relating to people, you're replying to their comments. If you get comments, use their name. It's like when you talk to somebody in person. I will often use their name rather than just, having a conversation, because it's far more personable. Always remember, guys, people don't necessarily remember what you say, but they remember how you make them feel. So when you give somebody, it doesn't take much, but when you give somebody a little bit of love, or you use their name in a comment and thank them for something, if they've commented and you press the reply button, they're automatically tagged by Facebook. If they're not, try to tag them. Make sure always when you're replying that the tag is there. If you can, sometimes it doesn't work, but if you can, have the tag there. But then also don't just rely on the tag because it's an automatic thing from Facebook. It's lazy. Still talk to the person as you would a human being. So when you can put a personal touch onto a business page, you'll start to create a sense of friendship and trust and rapport, because you're treating people like people. You're not just treating people like they're on my business page because I want to grow my business. Okay, so that's all about tagging. Something to stay away from is copying and pasting things from other people's pages or other people's posts, those kind of things. Facebook are tracking all of that. So if you're a copy and paste person, if you've, copied and pasted somebody else's images, which is something that I've done a lot in the past, I still do it to some degree, like inspirational posts and stuff like that, but I've got my own logo on things sort of now. So just be wary of the whole business page thing, it needs to be yours. It needs to be your unique voice. It needs to be your unique brand, your unique content. You can take other people's content and model your content on somebody else's content, but make it your own. This is your voice, your brand that you're building here, not somebody else's. Okay. Also, in line with that, with not copying and pasting, is something that'll give you more exposure. Everything's being scanned by Facebook. So when you put up photos and images and stuff like that, if you've got faces, you'll get more exposure and more organic reach than photos without people in them. So photos with people in them, images, like if you're out and about, rather than taking a photo like a scenery shot, try maybe to put it, if you're the only one there, put your face in it, like do a selfie. Images with faces in it is content that's more like a personal profile. It's native to the newsfeed. So it's, again, that personal touch. It's not just business content. It's not just blogs or, inspirational quotes or things like that. So things with your image on it or other people's faces on it or friends or what you're doing, socializing, those kind of things, then that's going to get more organic reach than just post after post after post. So if you scan your business page and there's no photographs with faces in it, it really is just being a boring business page. So you've got to bring that human element into a business page and be a real person with real photos of real people. Okay? Am I still making sense? You following me along? Okay, Olive. I've been deleting the tag and typing their name. Should I keep the tag? Yep, do both, Olive. Because the tagging guarantees that they're going to get a notification. If you delete the tag and just use their name, it's not going to pop up in their notification. Well, it will say that you've replied, but they'll get 2 notifications if they've got the tag as well. It'll always guarantee it hits their notification if they're tagged. So yeah, I would change that, Olive. I'd keep the tag there, but also, so just the tag is the automatic thing. So still do everything you're doing with the person's name, but keep the tag there. Okay, because it'll hit their notifications twice, and you want that. Okay, you also want it from the algorithm. You want communication going back and forth in pages. It's being tracked. You press reply and you're tagging somebody and they reply back, then the algorithm is tracking all of that engagement and interaction. You delete the tag and there's not that tracking there. Okay, so you want to keep the tag. Now, here's something. Where is your piece of, I'm not sure if you're talking to me or somebody else there, Susan. Where is your business page? I'm looking for your profile. Maybe he's making a joke and I don't get it. I'll keep moving on. Here's something to think about regarding, this 80-20 rule that is everywhere in this industry on a business page or even personal profiles. Like, 80% giving value and 20%, hard business, or, it's taught a lot on a personal profile, 80%, personal stuff about your life, and then 20% go hard with a business post, like your power post for the week and all the rest of it. So that it's taught a lot, have this 80-20 type rule. I would encourage you to think about the 80-20 rule in each and every post and video. And what I mean by that is, if you've got like a Facebook Live that you're doing and you're teaching something of value, you don't want it all to be about value and about business. You want to bring in your personality, your smile, a joke, the personal side of it to everything you do. You do a post, a written post, it might be a business post, but you want to bring in your feelings, your interpretation, so everything you do, you want either way, whichever you're going, wherever you're sort of playing around at the moment, with the 80-20 rule, is that in every post you do, you want an absolute human touch, personal touch to any kind of business post. So business posts are okay, but at the end of the day, they're just a business post and people see that. So you always want, like on a business post, 20% of that to be your human element, your voice, your thoughts, your, interpretation, your smile, your laughter, your sadness, wherever it's coming from. Okay, so think about it a little bit more of You know, you always want to let people know that you're in business. You don't want a business page that's 100% looks like a personal profile, because then people don't know what you're offering. Some of you do that as well. I look at a business page and it's like, this looks like a personal profile. It's just got your cats and your what you did last night and, you know, something about what you did on the weekend and something like that. And there's nothing really business on it. It's like, what do you do? What have you got to offer? Or nobody knows what it is you have to offer. You're giving so much value on everything else, they don't really know what you've got to buy or to sell or to go into business with. So you got to balance it all. But in all aspects of it, you want to be a human being on a business page. Business is boring, guys. People don't wake up in the morning and go, oh, what can you sell me today, Facebook? I'm going to go and troll some business pages because I just want my brain to be filled with awesome business marketing information. No, people are scrolling, and what will stop the scroll? Something that looks native to the newsfeed, which is a photograph of somebody's face or somebody doing something funny or a picture of a spider over your head like I did yesterday. And I didn't do that for any other reason than like, oh, that's really creepy, I've got to post that. Like there was no other intention behind that. But it's just something that is more that stops the scroll, does it not? Versus a business quote or an inspirational quote of mine that, you know, maybe it resonates with you or maybe it doesn't. So just really trying to get through to you, don't treat a business page 100% like a business page. There's always got to be that sort of human element to it. Okay, so the last few ones, I need to wrap this up, I've talked long enough, is you have to be consistent. You can't start a business page and just come in and out of it when you feel like it. A business page is a business page for a reason, a purpose. You're trying to achieve something of some sort. Otherwise, why would you start a business page? Treat it like a business page, guys. When you are in and out of your business, traditional or online, you are in and out of your results. Sometimes you get results. More often than not, you won't get results because you're not on your business. You're not working your business. You should have at least 2 to 3 Facebook Lives a week on a business page and at least 1 post a day. At least 1 to 2, preferably. And you've got to keep that consistency, whether you feel like it or not. That's why scheduling posts in advance is awesome. Because you can just, like I do, and I get my 13-year-old son, was not even 13 yet, my 12-year-old son, to do it for me because it doesn't take a lot of thought. But post a whole lot of things in advance and it's done for a month. And then I can put whatever I want on the fly on top of that. So you should be going live every week. Live is the future of business pages. Live is the future of social media. Live is the future of your business because that's the only true way that people can get to know, like, and trust you is through live video. So consistency of that, 2 to 3 lives a week. I'll have another discussion about how many you should do a week and all that kind of stuff because it's a big question. How many should I do? So that's a topic for another time. But, you know, on average, 2 to 3 a week, at least 1 to 2 posts a day, and be consistent with it. And that's your non-negotiable for your business. It just has to happen every week. You know, post every day. That's your commitment to your business because it's a business page. It's not a hobby page. It's a business page. Although what you do, it may be a bit of a hobby for you. It's a business page. So if you want some interaction, engagement, and some traction in the algorithm to work in your favor, don't disappear for a few weeks. Don't disappear for, you know, days on end because it'll hurt the algorithm. Okay, so you got to have that consistency. Okay, so did you get something out of that, guys? I'm just going to check on some comments. Helen, you are so awesome. Thank you for all you do. No worries. All better now on a computer. Hello, Andrew. How are you? We got Tanya here as well. Jennifer, Bella. Awesome to see you guys here. My personal page actually lacks. I'm more on my business page. Yeah, we got to be careful of that. I am at fault of that. You know, what was really interesting, because I'm fairly active on social media, but a lot of you will know we've been away this week. We only got back, what was it, yesterday or the night before? And I realized when I got back, and I don't know whether I just needed a bit of a switch off, which is possible, I hardly took any photos when we were away. I was going to post something on my profile about the little holiday we had, and I went to my phone and it's like, I really didn't take any photos of what we did, riding our bikes and stuff like that. I put a couple up, but it's like, man, I really didn't take any photos. So there's no photos on my personal profile of the little holiday we just had, which is a bit unusual for me. But, you know, maybe I just needed a little bit of a break from social media, and the family as well. We got to remember the impact on our loved ones. When I'm always got my camera out and I'm always on social media, the kids and hubby get sick of it sometimes. So, yeah, but we do have to watch that as well, because don't be disillusioned. Everybody ends up back at your personal profile. So you build a business page, but if people get connected to you and start to know, like, and trust you and listen to your content and stuff like that, they'll go to your personal profile somewhere along the line and check you out. So if you haven't got content on, which I haven't for a few days. So, you know, just because we're all in social media doesn't mean we're active everywhere, but we just need to be mindful of our personal profiles and how important that is as well. I get heaps of people that join my groups from their personal profiles and they don't answer the questions. So then I'm like, oh, are they a real person? I have to look at their profile, and there's nothing to it. And if they don't look like a real person, or they haven't had any relatively recent engagement or posts or something human, like it's a photograph of themselves or what they've been up to, then I don't even approve them, because I don't know that they're necessarily a real person. So you do want, it doesn't have to be every day on a personal profile, but, you know, a business page, you need to be really on top of all of this. Man, I can't watch that crazy spider. I'm going to put it on my personal profile. That's what I do. See what reaction I get over there. I saw the spider. It was amazing. If you haven't seen the spider, I'll share it to my personal profile in a minute. That spider on your face? Yes, the spider that was on my face. If you missed it, it's just further down my news feed here on my business page. Yeah, the spider. Oh, the picture was horrifying. Janet didn't like it. It was a pretty ugly picture, but luckily it wasn't real. I've been using the cameos a lot. People have commented how funny they are. Edith, Beth, what's a cameo? It's a Snapchat. Do you remember, was it around Christmas, guys? I did a little video, and I also put a training video in the coaching community as well, Edith, on how to use it. So that will be in the unit that's called Other Videos. So go and have a look at that. There's a little training video of how to use it. Okay. Makes perfect sense. Thank you so much for the information. Feature, yep, all good. You are hot stuff. I am today. Not literally, but in temperature-wise. I don't know what's going on. It's not the change of life. I hope you look really hot. It's because I am. I also don't have any airflow, and that light's really hot as well. Oops, I better stop doing that. So I'm not sure what you were doing, but hopefully you've learnt something. So I could go on ages and check all your comments, but I'll wrap up the video because I've talked long. I talked a lot long this week. I need to stop that. But always love your interaction. Thank you for all your comments, and those of you watching the replay as well. I'll go back to those comments after. So a couple of little reminders. If you are still here listening to me this long, next week in the coaching community is the reviews boot camp. So for 3 days, a couple of hours every day, I'm giving you the opportunity to get your work reviewed. So if you don't know what you're doing with Facebook ads, you've got a Facebook ad out there and you don't know how to read your metrics or whether it's good or whether you could keep it, you should turn it on or off or whatever, you can have that reviewed. If you've got like branding on a business page, posts, those kind of things, you got the opportunity to get it reviewed. You just need to be in my coaching community. You need to get your name on the schedule. So those of you that are already in the coaching community, make sure your name is on the schedule. I put out a post yesterday. Just go to Unit 20. All the information is in there. Any of you that would like to join us in the coaching community, just go to my website, helenmartinonline.com. I'll amend the description above and put a link up there as well, and you can join the community there. So you can join for $1 for a 3-day trial and have a look around. Okay, and I mustn't forget, I'll have to start mentioning this again next week. We have a video challenge coming up on the 30th of January of this month, 21-day video challenge. So for those of you that are not active with live video, you're too scared, you haven't got there yet, or you haven't got consistency with live video, I would encourage you to join us on the video challenge, starting on the 30th of January. So I'll put a link to that group. It's completely free up above as well. If you're not in, you are welcome to join us, completely free for 21 days, help you, get better skills with live video. So for now, that's it. So have an awesome weekend, guys, whatever you're doing. I hope you have a wonderful, safe and happy weekend, and I'll look forward to seeing all you guys next week for more good training. Okay, so I'll catch you then, guys. Bye.